Hi, I'm Sabra, a cuddler in Springfield, Missouri, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts with you guys. I went to a spiritual retreat this past week. I was gone for 5 days. I've been back for a couple of days, but I was really surprised about how much I thought about um, my cuddle job while I was at this retreat. And one of the things that I noticed when I first got there was everybody just hugged each other. And these weren't like normal hugs that you see, little side hugs or whatever. These people just hugged and kind of moved back and forth and rocked each other and talked in each other's ears while they were hugging each other. And it was just beautiful. And it just made me think of myself. And it's like, oh my goodness, I don't see many people do that. And, seeing a whole group of people doing that was just beautiful. And so one of the big activities that we did at this retreat for several days was we danced. And this was usually a circle dance. And so we would dance um, and hold hands. And when you hold hands with somebody, you notice how warm hands are. You can touch a lot of things in the world and touch my desk or touch lots of things, and they're just not warm. But when you hold somebody's hand, it's warm and it moves, And so as we danced and we're holding hands, and I'm holding hands with strangers, just like when people come to me to cuddle, we're strangers. But it was beautiful, and I loved holding their hands. And so as we danced, we would sing, which was communicating. And so when people come here to me, sometimes I hum, sometimes we talk, and that's communicating. And so that was another thing that was the same. And so in one of these dances, they had us turn, and we were all kind of facing the same direction. And we put our hand on the back of the person that was in front of us, and we all would walk in this circle. So I had my hand on somebody else's back, and somebody else had their hand on my back, as we were walking, and we were all doing this. And so as this person that was in front of me, and we're singing. So as the person that's walking in front of me was walking and singing, and I had my hand on his back, I could feel the vibration of his voice. Yeah. And I loved that, and I'd never really thought about it before unless I'm cuddling, that when we're close and we're against people, that we can feel our voices vibrate. If you have your hand on my back, mine won't vibrate as much as a man with a deep voice, but that we feel these temperature changes, and we feel these beautiful things. And so then we did this, and we just did lots of dancing. I danced for hours and I danced for days. And there was this one dance, and it was my favorite one of all. And so I'm going to read you the words that we sang. And it was, "Oh, great wave, wipe away my false face. Awaken from my sleep thy radiant light. Touch me, touch me. I am once again beyond the beyond. I am what I am." And I heard that song, and the movements to the song were just absolutely beautiful. It was a thing where we would exchange partners, and we would be face to face, and I would take my hand and put it on somebody's chest, and they would put their hand on my chest. So we're like this when it said touch me. So we're both touching each other, and you can feel somebody's heartbeat when you do that. And I just thought so much about the cuddling and how beautiful the dance was, and how beautiful what it is when we come together to share this experience. And all of these things that I'm mentioning, when you get close to somebody and your cheek is on their cheek, or sometimes you'll feel someone's breath. That's the breath of life. And that is what we share together when we cuddle. We share our warmth, we share our thoughts, we share, the essence that is us. And we have the opportunity to wipe away our false face. What we present to the rest of the world, it can go away when you're here. You can come here and be yourself, and if you need to cry, that's fine. You can cry, and I'll hold you. And if we start giggling and laugh, that's fine. You know, we press our hearts together. We, you know, touch, you know, our faces. It's an intimate thing. It's not a sexual thing, but it is a beautiful thing. And all of these little experiences, whether it's the warmth or whether it's the movement or the breath of life, it's all, you know, blessings that we have received from our Creator. Whatever it is that created us. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. I do, and I just, you know, I see each of these expressions, and then when we get to share them together, and when we keep in mind that our humanity, you know, we're sharing our humanity together. I think that that's a beautiful thing. And, you know, when I was at this dance and sharing it with all these, they were strangers to me, but I loved it so much. Touch doesn't have to just be with, you know, your lover or, you know, your best friend. You know, we're all human and we all need it. And we can all, you know, help take care of each other. Thank you for watching. I'll try to post again next week.